A girl with a sky full of dreams. First point, the roof and the sky. In a peaceful village called Willowbrook, surrounded by green meadows and whispering trees, lived a young girl named Elira. She was not an ordinary girl. Elira had dreams so big they seemed to touch the clouds. Every evening, she would climb up to the roof of her little brick house and gaze at the endless sky. The stars above sparkled like old friends, and she whispered to them, "Someday, I will fly higher than all of you." Second point, the girl who asked. Why Elira's mind was always curious. She wanted to know everything: why the rain fell, why the sun rose, why people smiled, and why some people looked so sad. Her questions sometimes tired the grown-ups, but her grandmother always said, "A girl who asks why will one day lead the way." Third point, a school without walls. Willowbrook School was small, just 3 rooms, a dusty playground, and a mango tree where classes were held when it was too hot inside. There were no computers or fans, but Elira loved it. Her favorite subject was English. She loved reading stories and dreaming of faraway lands where anything was possible. Fourth point, dreams in her notebook. In her little brown notebook, Elira drew stars, wings, and mountain peaks. Beside each drawing, she wrote tiny sentences like, "Fly beyond fear," "I will lead," and "Captain Elira." Her teacher, Miss Flora, once saw her sketches and asked, "What are these?" Elira replied with a shy smile, "They're pieces of my dream." Fifth point, the village gathering. One sunny afternoon, the village held a cultural event where children could perform. Elira signed up for a speech. She practiced for days in front of the mirror. On the big day, she stood on stage, her voice trembling at first, then strong and clear. "Let every girl believe that her dreams are valid and the world will change." Sixth point, the sound of laughter. Some people clapped, others chuckled. "She wants to be an officer? Let's see what happens," they said. Elira felt tears sting her eyes, but she remembered her grandmother's words. "Let them laugh. One day they will cheer for you." Seventh point, the hidden library. Near the old riverbank, under a rusted iron gate, stood a forgotten library. Elira discovered it on a rainy afternoon. Inside were dusty shelves full of magic, books on science, biographies of leaders, and tales of dreamers. Every weekend she walked there, curled up with a book, and imagined herself in each story. Eighth point, the heat of hard work. Elira was now in the final year of school. Exams loomed like mountains. She studied from dawn till dusk, sometimes under the flickering lantern when power went out. Maths made her cry. English lifted her spirit. "One subject at a time," she whispered. "I will climb this hill." Ninth point, a letter with wings. One evening, the postman handed her a letter with bold blue writing. It was her admit card for the National Cadet Officers Entrance Exam. Elira's heart danced. "I'm going to try," she whispered. Her parents were surprised but proud. 10th point, preparing for the flight. Elira trained harder than ever. She started running in the morning, reading newspapers aloud, solving past year questions, and watching documentaries. She practiced talking in English in front of the mirror. Her goal wasn't just to pass, she wanted to rise. 11th point, first journey to the city. The exam was in a faraway city. She packed her bag, wore her neatest dress, and boarded the bus with hopeful eyes. The tall buildings amazed her. "So many lights," she said, "but my dream shines brighter." 12th point, facing the interview. Elira passed the written test. Next was the interview. She wore her cleanest shirt, tucked in perfectly. They asked her, "Why do you want to become an officer?" She smiled confidently. "To protect dreams, to protect voices like mine that were once small." 13 point, the final list. Weeks passed. One evening, her phone buzzed. She had made it. Elira screamed with joy. Her mother hugged her tight. Her father said nothing but had tears in his eyes. Her name would now be remembered. 14th point, Willowbrook's Pride news spread fast. People who once laughed brought sweets to her home. Children followed her in the village, calling her Dee Dee Officer. The village now had its first girl officer. Elora didn't feel proud, she felt responsible. 15th point, the real journey begins. That night, she stood again on her roof. The same sky, the same stars. "I told you I would fly," she said. But her dream wasn't just for her anymore. It was for every girl who watched the sky and wondered if she could. To be continued. Thanks to listen this interesting story. Like and subscribe to this channel to get more videos and for Learn English.